FXPassion, broadcasting you live on YouTube. Hello Akos, how are you? And this is Forex Trading Course 101. And remember, we're trying to build the three pillars, right? We're trying to understand how strategy works, how system is built. We're trying to understand how risk management works, and the big one, we are trying to understand how our psychology is affecting or it's going to affect risk management and strategy. Time to shine. Hello. If this is your first time, everybody, we are in the intermediate module. So we are passed over the basic and the beginner, and we are talking about strategy. So what is your strategy part for today? So if this is your first time, go back on the Ducascope YouTube webinar page and start to watch Forex Trading Course 101, starting from the lesson number 1. And remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Hello Miguel, hello MHB. How are you? And for homeworks and or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and my LinkedIn contact. That being said, everybody, let's move on. Happy Friday, right? So today we are going to talk about exits. Remember, when you form your strategy, you should have, because there is not right or wrong, and this is a beginner's course, okay? You can make your strategy as complex as you want. You can make your system as complex as you want, but you need to have let's make it black. 24. You need to have entry. So entry strategy. Okay, you need to have rules. We talked about this yesterday for the trade management strategy. Okay, and today we are going to talk about an exit strategy. So those three pillars, those three building blocks, everybody, together make a trading strategy, make a trading plan. Okay, so exit strategy. Okay, the rules must be non-negotiable and not subject to interpretation. Okay, but only when you have this, all of them, only then. So this one, not a perfect plus, right? This one plus this one, right, plus this one equals to a complete trading strategy. Okay, entry strategy plus trade management strategy plus exit strategy, then this makes a complete trading strategy. Okay, if you don't have those three, long term you aren't going anywhere with your pips and money, everybody. Okay, now again, the challenge is there is no right or wrong. Hello Annie, how are you? The challenge for the beginner trader is that there is no right or wrong. Okay, you are going to hear a lot of times, oh, backtesting, I backtested my strategy. There is no right or wrong. Okay, but you need to learn how to form your strategy. And there is no right or wrong. You can put in the entries whatever you want. You can put in the trade management whatever you want. And we're going to talk today for the exits. Okay? But you must please understand this, everybody. Before you enter into a trade, you need to be clear how, where, and why are you going to enter. How, where, and why are you going to manage your trade, and where, how and why are you going to exit the trade. Makes sense, right? Does this make sense to you, everybody? You should know the where, the when and the how and the why for the entry, for the trade management and for the exit. So the first question, does this make sense to you? And the second question is, do you have this? Do you have rules, everybody, for how you are going to enter a trade? Do you have rules how are you going to manage your trade? And do you have rules on how are you going to exit your trade? And remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. So let's start talk about an exit. Well, a rule-based exit strategy, okay, is just an example. There is no right and wrong. Number one, we can say I will take profits at this, and of course I'm talking about the Fibonacci. This is a non-negotiable rule and it's not subject to interpretation. Hussein, how are you? How are you, my friend? Ako says hi. Okay, so number one, I will take profits at this. This is an exit strategy, not subject to interpretation. One more, number two could be I will cancel and replace until the market stops me out. Okay, this is from trade management, but it also goes into an exit, right? So I'm not going to take my profits at the D. I'm going to enter according to the Fibonacci's. Okay, so I can have Fibonacci rules in here in the entry strategy. Remember, there is no right or wrong. I can have Fibonacci rules in my trade management strategy, but I don't need, it's just an example, I don't need Fibonacci rules for the exit. It's up to me, right? It's up to each and everyone. It's a decision, everybody. Okay, Hussein says thank you, my friend. Great to hear. Everybody's okay. Everybody's fine today because it's Friday, right? So number one, I will take profits at D. Number two, I will cancel and replace until the market stops me out. Number three would be what? Number three would be I will exit when the market touches the long-term trend line, LTL. Okay, number three, I will exit when the market touches the LTL. What else? Cancel and praise D. Okay. One more, why not? There is no right or wrong. Okay. Number four, I will exit. Now a numerical take profit. I will exit when the trade gives me 3%. 3%, why not? You can also say, oh, I'm going to enter in here with those parameters, right? I'm going to manage my trade with those parameters, but I'm going to exit with a numerical parameter, right? And there is no right or wrong. So number one, I will take profits at D. I will cancel and replace until the market stops me out. I will exit when the market touches the long-term trend line. I will exit when the trade gives me 3%. Right? Now today is Friday, everybody. Let's learn one more thing. You should have one strategy for trading the uptrend and the downtrend. This is one. You should have a different strategy when and if are you going to trade the sideways movement, the sideways channel, okay? And we said to you that there are two non-negotiable, I mean not tradable market behaviors. So one is the so-called wedge, okay, not suitable for beginners, where and when the market's making lower highs and higher lows. And the other one is the chaos. It's when the market is making higher highs and lower lows. Also not suitable for beginners, not tradable. Okay? But if you are going to use systems, everybody, remember you cannot have the same strategy trading all of this. Please stay out of those two. Okay? Try to trade uptrend, try to trade downtrend, try to trade the sideways movement. Stay out of those two if you're a beginner trader. Ako says overbought, okay, great, number 5. So let's use what? RSI, Stohastic, which one? So I will exit when the stochastic RSI goes to overbought or oversold, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Akos. It's another good example. Supports, resistance levels, Fibonacci levels. Well, you need to be more specific. Akos, time to shine. When the market makes higher highs and higher lows, if I'm going short and vice versa. Oh, nice. Also nice rule to exit the trade. So number 6, when market shows 2 highs and 2 lows against me. Time to shine. You need just to be more specific. On what time frame? Is this on your trading time frame? Is this on your confirmation time frame? Exit at support and resistance. Yes sir, why not? Why not? It's also a nice one. 7. I will exit when the market hits support or resistance. Miguel, you are with time to shine. You need to be just more specific on what time frame. Okay, what time frame? Bollinger Band, raging market, pivot points, confirmation time frame. Okay, on the confirmation time frame, great. Okay, I'm going to delete a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now everybody, it's confession time. It's confession time, everybody. Okay, it's Friday, it's confession time. Confess your sins to Father FXPassion. Why then traders close their trades prematurely? And don't tell me now, everybody. Father FXPassion here. It's confession time. If the beginner trader and also semi-professional and sometimes the professional too, right? If you have rules when and how to get out, to close the trade, and it's confession time, everybody, why then are you closing your trades prematurely? What do you think? Confess, confess your sins to Father FXPassion today, you know. But this is true. Now, don't tell me no, I've been there, okay? And Akko says fear. And he says fear. Lack of planning and lack of trust. For the traders, everybody, there are more of you, right? And somebody's going to watch the webinar lately. When you are risking 0.5%, everybody, and you have rules, you say fear, okay, but let's think together. What is to be feared? Okay? So fear, it's okay. So what are you fearful of? What is your fear? No strong belief in the rules. Yes, so we are in the psychology part, right? Miguel says a combination of greed and fear drive you out of the market. Correct. All of you are correct, everybody. So this is our path, right? And now we are building a complete trading strategy. So is the strategy going to help us if we don't obey, if we don't trust? Everybody, is the strategy going to help us? Not following the rules? Yes, sir. But why? Why beginner traders are not following the rules? And yes, all of you are right. Sometimes the reason is the beginner traders. Sometimes I don't trust the strategy, right? Sometimes I don't trust myself, right? I'm a beginner trader. I'm trading for 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever. I'm up and down. I'm trying Fibonacci's. I'm trying Bollinger Bands. You know. I'm listening to FXPassion. Then I'm listening to FX Fury, then I'm listening to FX Vampire, you know, all of the FX traders in the community. So I really don't know, right? No real understanding of the market. Yeah, maybe, okay, great answer. But if you are conscious that you don't have real understanding, this is the easy one time to shine. You are right, but this is the easy one. If I'm conscious that I don't have a real understanding of the market, then I'm going to get the understanding of the market. And this is the difficult part, everybody. So you can read 5,000 books, you can watch 3,000 webinars and seminars, you can also pay a mentor, you know. You aren't going anywhere in your trading, right? You aren't going anywhere unless, so this is your chart, this is your profitability, you aren't going anywhere unless you start trusting, you know, unless you start trusting what you are learning, unless you are start training your psychology part. This is called in trading, this is psychology, and psychologists called this is your profitability of your trading account. It's called the tipping point. Tipping point is where you have an understanding of yourself, not the market, not the market. This is where you have an understanding of yourself, everybody. You incur a tipping point. This is where you are trading non-emotionally, you know, because as we are talking about, if you are risking 0.5%, right, if you're risking 1%, so what is to be feared, right? But one of the challenges, everybody, is the emotional intelligence, right? And we're going to have webinars, lessons about psychology. But remember that the market and the chart, you know, and the Fibonacci's and the indicators and the higher time frame, all of this plus now the strategy. You know, we are trying to understand how strategy is built, what parameters we should have, and also the strategy is not going to help you until you get to your tipping point. Okay, until here nothing is going to change in your life. Okay, you are not going to have consistent pips, you are not going to have a good track record to show or to attract investors or to attract money or to attract a new trading job as a trader. You know, nothing is going to change until you get to the tipping point. So one of the lifetime homeworks, okay, I'm going to give you a homework and it's forever. Homework, start working on your psychology. I hope it's right. Psychology as a trader. Okay, homework, start to work on your psychology as a trader, and this is lifetime. You start today and it's a process, it never stops. Okay, passion, how do I start working on my psychology? Well, I'm not a psychologist, so I don't know the answer to this. But you can start, you can check the internet, you know, journaling or conversation with some trader who was a psychologist. You know, I don't know. And we're not going to talk too much about psychology right now, because we're talking about exits and how different traders have different exits. Okay, but one more thing, and then we're going to talk about exit. What we want, everybody, it's for you to come to there are 4 different levels of competence. Okay, so first, when you start, you have what it's called. You are unconsciously incompetent. Then you are consciously incompetent. Then you are consciously competent, and then competent. Then you are unconsciously competent. Competent. Okay, so those are the 4 stages. I hope my English is right. Okay, basic, time to shine. What is basic? So in conclusion about the psychology part, everybody, start to work on your psychology as a trader. And as traders we have 4 levels, right? When we first start out and we are losing, we are an unconscious incompetent. We are losing and we don't know why are we losing, right? Then we start to learn the rules and the concepts and how the market works and all of the stuff, and we make sense of our losers, but still we aren't making any money, any consistent pips. So it's level number 2. We are incompetent still, but at least we are conscious about our incompetence. So we are losing, but at least we know why we are losing. Level number 3, step by step, you know, and level number 3 is the tipping point. Level number 3 is where we are making consistent pips. We are not getting rich, but we are making consistent pips. It doesn't matter, 20 pips a week, you know, 40 pips a week, 5,000 pips a week. It doesn't matter, but it's every week, every week, every week, every week. And we know what we are doing. We know how and why we are losing, and we know how and why we are making money. We are able to explain what has to be done, what it needs to be done to make consistent pips and money. So this is the tipping point. And the ultimate, when you practice over and over and over and over, and trading gets boring, then you get to the level which is the ultimate level of a professional trader. You are unconsciously competent. This is where you are up in here, you are up in here, and you don't think anymore, you just perform. Okay, you are entering and you are trading and you are managing your trades without any conscious effort. You have done the trading strategy, you have entered so many times that you don't need to think about anymore. Okay, so talking about the trading strategy, everybody, and about your career as a trader, independently if you are going to manage your own money, or you want to attract investors, or you want to work in a proprietary trading firm, remember that the strategy is not going to help you until you get your head straight, right? Until you get your emotions in place, okay? Until you get to the tipping point. The tipping point is level 3, until you get when you are consciously competent. I know it's a truth, it's hard to swallow, okay? I've been there, but each and every one of you, everybody, you can think upon yourself and decide, oh man, I'm at level number 2, still I need to work. Yes, remember, at the end, trading is psychological. It's how we think and it's how we feel. It's not charts. Okay? We are starting with the charts, of course, because this is the base. You need to understand how the market works and the other stuff. But in the end, why do you think we have traders that are trying for 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, no success? It's not uncommon. We talked about this already. It's not uncommon. They know everything and anything about the market. They can give classes better than I do. But they aren't making any consistent pips. Why? They didn't work on the psychology part. And I have talked to some of them, and they are stubborn, Oh man, this psychology is for girls, Oh, psychology is for children, Oh, I don't need psychology, I'm not stupid. Well, first of all, if you give this comment, you are stupid, I don't need psychology, I'm not stupid. Well, if you want to be a trader and you give this comment, then you are. Believe me, you are stupid, But this is the reason. Oh, Passion, give me another class on Fibonacci's. You need to work on your psychology, man. Passion, give me another class on how to hedge the market. You don't need more technical classes. You aren't making any money because you aren't working on your psychology. And psychology is not just the mind, it's also emotions. Emotional intelligence and such. Okay? So, if you want to grow up as a trader, everybody, make it a daily routine. Okay? Make it a daily routine to work on your psychology. Put aside 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Of course, the more the better. 1 hour. Man, 1 hour a day, 1 hour a day. studying and training and trying to understand about psychology and emotional intelligence, guess what this is going to do to your performance as a trader? But we know that every change is difficult, right? Start to read a book about psychology of trading for about what? 15 minutes a day, right? And if you say, oh, Passion, I don't have 15 minutes a day, then why are you in a trading arena? Go do other things, because you aren't going anywhere, I'm telling you. Passion, are you profitable too? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I was not profitable, Akos, for about 7 years. 7 years I was here, trying and breaking the rules and not listening and not studying and being stubborn, you know, and not working on my psychology. I have an ego problem, you know. I wanted to be right, and I want to that people tell me, oh, Passion, you are a great trader, man, you know. But I was just messing up, you know. Only when I start to, and this is the challenge, Akos, each and every one of us has different psychological challenges, you know. Somebody has a problem called expectations. You know, you have a strategy, entry strategy, trade management strategy, exit strategy, but because you don't have your head in the right place, you are expecting too much from the market, meaning you are greedy, then you are going to close your trade prematurely. You know, you don't want that your $5 get to $4 and you close. But you are far, far, far away from the extension of the Fibonacci. Okay? This is everybody, and Akos, you are still young. I'm already an old guy. Trading it's called, everybody, the ultimate mind game. It's more difficult than to be a surgeon. It's more difficult than to be a astronaut. It's more difficult to be a quantum physicist. Trading is the ultimate mind game. This is why there are a few, and I'm talking worldwide, a few good traders all around the world. Imagine 90% lose money. Some of them lose money in first month, some of them lose money in the first 2-3 years. When I was still consciously incompetent, I was making profits for 1 year. And listen to this, Akos, you're going to say, wow, you know. I thought that I was at the level 3, consciously competent. Listen to this story, everybody, then we're going to move to the strategy. I thought I was a conscious competent because I was making consistent pips and money for 1 year. 1 year. Training hard, trading hard, obeying the rules. And after 1 year, I lost the account in 1 week. 1 year of profits, you know, and after 1 year, I lost the account. Okay, and you can ask me, Passion, why? Well, number one, this is normal in the arena of trading. Why? Because I was not a conscious competent, everybody. I was still a conscious incompetent. I just was not aware about this. Okay, and I lost. How this can happen? Well, I didn't solve my psychological problems. My mind, whatever problem I had, ego, expectations, greed, you know, whatever I had in here was not solved. This is why when we are saying it's not uncommon for you to try for 5 years, 3 years, you know, but in the end 90% of traders lose money in the forex market worldwide. You know, you can go up and down, up and down, up and down. You try real hard, you can go up and down for about a year, 2 years. I lost 1 year of trading in 1 week. I didn't work on my psychology. I can tell you this, one of the reasons I didn't work. I wasn't working on my psychology. At the time I had a strong knowledge about the market and how the market works, but why I lost the account? Well, it's called, as Miguel said, it's called emotional intelligence. You know, I was reacting, I wasn't thinking. And when greed and fear and other psychology stuff enter in the arena of trading, then we are done. So what did I do? Well, I start again, you know. I wanted to be a trader. You know, I want to make big bucks, travel around the world, you know, have a good life. So I start again. But this one hurts, you know. This one hurt, you know, hurt my feelings, hurt my ego, hurt my self-image, if you want, you know. Man, how am I going to explain this to my friends? Imagine that. And how am I going to explain this to my wife and my cat, you know, and my dogs? How am I going to explain this to everybody? Again, psychological challenge. I didn't have to explain to anybody but me, you know. Okay, everybody, so let's do a trading exercise, exit strategy. I will take profits at D, cancel and replace. So let's open NZD CAD weekly chart. And somebody wrote on you are not going to see this comment on the YouTube because I'm also streaming on the another platform, but somebody wrote, Passion, I always learn the most on your Fridays lessons. Right, yes. Fridays are some of you are afraid, right, to come to class on Friday, because Fridays, you know, are the impact lessons. Okay, so let's see, the market was here and we are going to use the Fibonacci's, and this is the first A to B, and we are going to enter. Okay, let me just arrange this stroke like this. Okay, so we're going to wait. Okay, we are here right now. We have a new Fibonacci. We are going to okay, we have a new ABCD, right? Let's make this down, let's put this together. So up in here is going to be our A. Okay, everybody, don't listen just to the good stuff. Listen to the traders who are telling you, oh, I had problems too. And to the traders who are honest and telling you, are showing you also the losers, not just the winners, you know. I'm talking about in your free time, you're talking to your friend who is, oh, I'm just a winner. No, you're not, you're a liar. Nobody has just winners, you know. So ABC. Okay, let's try to exit and enter. Okay, we have the ABC. Who is going to enter in here? Counter trendline break with bearish candlestick formation. Remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat, right? So we're going to enter together with the bearish candlestick formation, counter trendline break at some level of past resistance, you know. So we are here right now. The lesson is about exits, but who is going to enter in here, everybody? We are delighted with your Fridays. Thank you, Miguel. I'm how can I say? I'm honored to receive this kind of comment. Okay, everybody, who is going to enter in here? You can. Okay, is anybody? Nobody. Okay, so let's wait. Market's moving down, market's moving sideways, down, when going up, right? Moving sideways. Okay, so we are going to put another counter trend line break, counter trend line. We are going to put another one up in here. I'm going to delete one, delete this one. Nobody entered, right? So let's move in the chart. We are here, up until the next counter trend line. Okay, there you go. Cannot break the candles. One more, there you go. Okay, everybody, let's make a poll. Who is going to enter in here? Okay, we are going to enter. This is a nice trade. Okay, I'm going to enter in here. This is going to be the entry. Somebody else want to enter in here? Remember, we are talking about exits. That's better, of course. I wait. Me. Okay, great. Remember, we are in the trade right now, and we have 7 different traders. One trader is going to enter with the D, the other one is going to cancel and replace, the third is going to exit when the market is going to touch the long-term trend line. I will exit when the other one is going to exit with the 3%. Number 5 is going to exit with the Stohastic. Okay, 6, market shows 2 lower lows, I mean 2 lows and highs against me, and 7, the market hits support and resistance. Okay, so I'm going to put a vertical line and compress the chart. So support is here, and the other one is here, right? And support, pivot point. Okay, and the other, we don't have other. Yes, one more. Okay, so this is, there you go. We have support levels, right? Okay, now we don't have any trend line so far, so trender number 4 is out. Well, A, B, C. Okay, we are, so this is the market. Okay, bam, there you go. Okay, so we entered here. Now for the trader who is going to exit at support or pivot point, remember, you cannot have the same stop loss. Okay, there is no right or wrong, but you need to have a risk reward in place. So if you are a trader who is going to exit at support, right, then you should put your stop loss above the C, not above the A, above the C. Okay, this is going to be your stop loss, everybody, for the traders who are going to exit at past support or pivot point or resistance or whatever. So this is the stop loss. Okay, now the market is moving, falling, right? It made a low. So let's check. Trader number 1, take profits at the D. Let me see if the market hit the 95168, 95169. So the market touched the 23.6%. So I don't have the right Fibonacci. Okay, it doesn't matter. So we are here right now. So no, trader number 1, we are not at the D yet. Trader number 2, I will cancel and replace. Well, we don't have any any lower lows and lower highs, at least not on the weekly chart. D is further down passion. I know. Number 4, it's an interesting one. I will exit when the trade gives me 3%. Okay, so maybe not yet, right? Because if you are going to risk 1%, if this is going to be 1% risk, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3%, right? 1, 2, and clone. 1, 2, 3, right? Still down here. Okay, so trader number 4 is still in the trade. I will exit when the stochastic goes to overbought, oversold. So add indicator stochastic RSI, right? Okay, I don't know the parameters, everybody. I have here 80, 22, 4. But if this was the case, trader number 5 would be out. Okay, so trader number 5 is out. Okay, so he was risking 1% and he made 1 and 20, right? Okay, so trader number 5 is out. Stochastic is in the oversold zone. And let me check. 6, when the market shows 2 highs and 2 lows against me. 7, I will exit when the market hits support or resistance. Okay, not yet. So we are here right now. Let's go down. Trader number 5 with the stochastic is out. And the market is doing this. Okay, now everybody, it's time to manage your trade. What are you going to do? We entered in a great place. We were following our entry strategy. We have our exit strategy, and we are here right now. Now it's time to manage your trade. How are you going to manage your trade, everybody? Are you going to leave the trade as it is? Are you going to change something? The market made a low. So, and our entry, our entry is here. The green line. This is our entry. We entered here. So how are you going to manage your trade? Remember, one of the most important rules is don't let a winning trade turn into a losing trade. So how are you going to manage your trade? Everybody, if you are my trader, okay, if you are trading in my firm and I see your entry, and if I see that your winning trade turned into a loser, then we are going to have a conversation. I'm going to ask you, Akos, Eni, Miguel, Time to Shine, MHB, Stoyan, Hussein, why did you let your winning trade turn into a loser? Stoyan says, go on to lower time frame and find a lower high with cancel and replace. Okay, this is Stoyan. Let's go on the daily. Okay, this was our entry. So our entry is here, and Stoyan would cancel and replace. Okay, great. So this is the stop loss. Here it's going to be Stoyan stop loss. so he doesn't have any risk anymore. Okay, close and re-enter other direction. Akos, this is the best sentence of today. Okay, now the question is why? Close and re-enter, great. Why? Okay, what rule, what exit rule, what exit strategy? Akos, everybody listen to a conversation between me and Akos. This is where you learn. Akos says close and re-enter other direction. Okay, on what rule, based on what exit strategy, Akos, are you going to do this? Antonio, close the win and open a new reverse. Antonio, also you are together with Akos. Come stai, Antonio? Tutto bene? Io parlo un poco italiano. Akos and Antonio, or based on what exit strategy do you want to close and re-enter other direction? Okay, and remember I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Time to shine number 5. I will exit when the stochastic goes. Okay, time to shine. So time to shine, and let's go back on the weekly. Time to shine and Stoyan. Okay, time to shine and Stoyan. The time to shine is out. Okay, and Stoyan has his stop loss up in here somewhere. He's still in the trade, but at least he doesn't have any risk, and if the market is going to stop him out, he's going to end with the profit. But of course, because of the risk reward, he must re-enter later. Tutto bene, RSI is oversold and it had a oh, Akos, so you are with the, so your rule, Akos, is the stochastic, right? Is your rule the stochastic, Akos? And if you are going to use, Akos, if you are going to use the stochastic, and if you are going to re-enter, right, reverse your positions, so you have a counter trend line break. Okay, so I guess you are going to take your profits also with the stochastic on the other side, correct? Akos is working, his exit strategy, everybody, is the stochastic. Now he's going to exit the trade and he is going to enter a long trade up in here. Okay, now my question is to Akos. Akos, are you going to close your trade also with the stochastic? And remember, I have yes, combined rules. Okay, great. So Akos is long. Okay, now here reverse the trade, we entered here. Where is the close? Okay, this is Akos. Akos is orange color for you, Akos. Stoyan is out, the market closed his trade, and Akos is up, the market is moving up, right? This is the stochastic, the market is moving up. What now, Akos? Look what happened. What now? Everybody help Akos out. He entered a long trade. Look at the bearish engulfing candle. And what about now? What is your strategy, everybody? Akos, how are we going to manage the trade? Are we going to close the trade? Akos, where is your stop loss? I would re-enter, yes. For the traders who shorted the market, this is easy one. Let's help Akos out, everybody. We have 1 more minute. Akos, where was your stop? I guess your stop loss was down here, right? Somewhere below the most recent low, right? So should we wait, Akos, or I would not enter long there? No problem, you know, there is no right or wrong. Okay? There is no right or wrong. It's just strategy, probabilities. Don't trade stop loss, less swing low. Okay? Akos, what should we do? You are the teacher. We are the student. Teacher, what should we do? Should we continue or should we get out, or what should we do? Yes, which one? Get out or wait? Okay, everybody, we need to close because Rakesh is coming out. Before everybody, before you enter long and short on the same currency pair, you must have a strategy. Okay, you must have a strategy. Get out. Okay, we are out, and let's see what the market is going to do, falling down. Okay, everybody, happy Friday. Build your strategy, everybody. Build your strategy, build your system, whatever. Start working on your psychology, okay, on the daily basis. Until Monday, stay strong and let's relax. This is FXPassion signing off.